What's up, guys? We are starting right off where we left. So we have the A-arms in, boys and girls. Yeah, we got everything. I got the truck jacked up to unbolt the lower A-arms and start whamma-jamming them. Alright, as you can see, I have the lower A-arm off, and I'm going to tell you something that nobody else says in their, do-it-yourself videos. This motherfucker was a bitch to get out! A fucking bitch! Hey guys, I'm Coben, and I'm losing my freaking mind. So, how I ended up getting it, I'm gonna let you guys know so that you might be able to fucking do it better than I did. I tried to cut through it, but I ran out of freaking argon, acetylene and oxygen. So I got halfway through and I couldn't cut it. I heated it up regardless, and I was gonna start taking it apart back there, but that was no bueno because everything was rusted. So, all I did was put a freaking ratchet strap there, hooked it to the damn dealie, heated it up, pulled it, smacked it with a big old hammer, and then got it out so that you guys don't have to fuck with it. So then when people are like, all you gotta do now is take it out, and then we got fucking guys like me like, motherfucker, you know how it is. So, and I was just kind of going over what it's gonna look like, gonna make sure that everything's kind of the same. And what you're basically looking for is that everything is as wide as each other and as straight as each other and as the same width on both sides and length. So looking good. We're gonna throw her in there, and just like that, with some movie magic, I got a complete mess on my hands. Everything's just kind of laying on the floor, but we have a wiener. So everything is on the, and just like that, boys and girls, we have the lower A-arms on. Let me just tell you, I saved you guys, the hassle of watching the whole process, because I had pried those back in. They might have been off a smidge. Either this truck was in a wreck, which I don't think it was, or the A-arms are just a tweak off. I had to stuff it up in each side to get the bolts in. And also on this hex, basically a big ass bolt, the torsion bar, I had to heat up the old A-arm. I heated it up for about 5 minutes, waited for it to get nice and hot. And I couldn't do that very well because I'm almost out of oxygen and acetylene. But as soon as I let it cool for, actually heat soak it for about, 10 minutes, I put the strap on there. I had it all hanging, pried it, smashed it with the hammer, and it was a highly stressful deal, but that's what you got to deal with when you're trying to mess with these old trucks, especially when they get as bad as this one. But all right, guys, so we are just about ready to drop this big girl. And just a quick side note, the front tires, since I put these on, I didn't adjust anything. The only thing I didn't put back on is the sway bar links, which those are toast. I just need to get some new bolts. But the tires, you can kind of see they're like that on each side. So okay guys, so we got them down. This is without a motor in it and all that, so you guys already know. I'm gonna jump in this thing to see if it goes any lower. It's definitely gonna go a little lower. You can see there's probably 2 inches off the ground right there. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna mess with the upper A-arms until they're an issue, or maybe they will be an issue. But here it is, guys. Lowered. Okay, so these are bugging me. I've been staring at this thing for about, I don't know, 2 hours. What I'm going to do, I already got these loose, and also that loose as well. What I'm going to do is take this off and take it to the press and bend this part, just this part, and basically just bend it right back like this, but on the other side, but on the other way. So if you guys can see what I'm talking about, I'm going to see what I can do about this. I'm going to fix that so that it doesn't do this, so it don't look like that going down the stinking road. And then we're gonna adjust the wheel and the tire to be aligned with each other, hillbilly way. We're gonna drink the rest of this, and we're gonna slam that off and slam that baby off. Yeah. Okay, so two things you should learn from this video is that owning anything from Ohio is going to be this rusty, and you lose about 1,000 pounds of rust in the process of cleaning it up. Also, that these are a replaceable ball joint, which is pretty cool. So, like I said, I'm going to put it in the pressies and put something in here, make a jig so that I can actually bend this back out, and I'm going to show you guys how I do it. So here we go. Alright, so this is how far I got. The problem is I couldn't get anything strong enough to go inside of that little bit of a sliver. So what I ended up doing was taking a piece of triangle angle iron and got it in there just to where it would fit, and it actually bent it up pretty nicely. Yeah, it's kinked here, but that was from when I screwed up the first time and tried to press on the whole thing. So what I ended up doing was putting it in here so that it's only trying to bend what it needs to. And I think that's where I was screwing up before, because I had it on the whole dealie. And all I did was put the angle in here, and it bent it right around. Yes. Make sure you have enough bolts for the whole job. Alright, so I got everything bolted up, tightened up, and I pushed these as far back as what I can, just to see exactly where it's gonna kind of be at full-fledged negative camber. And right now it looks like it might be just almost damn straight, or it's just negative by a skosh. Oh, that looks so much better. When I first put this on, it was like maybe a 1/16 of an inch away from the actual housing of the spindle housing, but now there's a lot of gap, and honestly I could probably go a smidge more if I wanted to, but I'm not. But yeah, I'm just gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. It doesn't look like this did very much where it kinked, so what I'm gonna do is just cut that side back out. It's already out, but I'm just gonna do the same. It's out. And just like that, we got a $200 arm. Yes, sir. I think I'm getting better at making these, boys. Start buying these wholesale. All right, now as you guys can tell, all I'm doing is, I don't know if I said it before, but I'll say it again. I'm just getting this straight. Just taking the A-arm and straightening the ball joint where it bolts to it straight across. And that's what it's looking like. It might be just a skosh less or just a skosh more. I'd say it's a skosh more for this to dry. This is already dry. I'm just kind of waiting for these to dry. But I did go ahead, and while I was waiting for this to dry, so take a shot every time I say dry. This is still drying. Also, while I have this up in the air with the tires off, I'm going to, once I put those on, get these knocked out, get these knocked loose, and then run these in probably. And don't forget your healthy dose of anti-seize. Okay guys, this is the part where I do tell you that I did get this this here thing going again, and we got everything on there. The uppers and the lowers, everything looks brand new, don't it? Oh, it looks all good. Well, we even went ahead and went out to back in to turn to make that go back in for the alignment in there. And also, this is the part where I say I'm gonna clean up a little bit and to have a little bit of room for some more pictures and stuff. So we're gonna go ahead. So we got the truck down on the ground, and everything's looking pretty good. I pulled the forklift over, that's why the mirror's tucked in. But when I can't fit a 6-inch block underneath the truck and I'm trying to lower the truck, then we're doing good. You know how to tell if you're from Mansfield? Pop the hood. Go ahead, pop it. All right guys, so a couple of things to leave off on. Everything's on. I only bought the lower A-arms from DJM, and the uppers I was able to bend, and actually they are negative canter, whatever the hell you call it, on both sides. And I went in, and I still need to go in more, but I went in like 1.5 inches on those. It was like 15 turns, maybe like 1.25 inches or something on each side. So that's how much further in the actual hub and everything is in. Also, you can see kind of how much the axle is actually riding up. It's actually at more of a slant. It's like you took the axle and you flipped it. like you instead of it being up like that, it was down like that. So it was down like that, now it's that way, but negatively. If I can, I don't know how to explain it. I'm an idiot. So the next thing that we're going to be working on is the back of this truck again, so stay tuned. So without further ado, I'm going to end this video on a good note. We got everything done. We got the lower A-arms on yesterday, we got the upper A-arms on today, and we actually got those bent up, and everything's basically new. I need to get some sway bar links and some other things. I need to get some shocks because those ones are too long. I'm going to use those for the back, and I'm probably going to put some air ones up here as well. But that'll do it, guys. It's been real, it's been fun, but it ain't been real fun.